Hello, Bronco fans and football fans everywhere. Welcome to Broncos Breakdown on the MHRT network, as well as my own channel, Broncos Breakdown on YouTube. This is a show that is everything Broncos and brought to you with emotion, passion, honesty, and of course, my comments along with yours in the chat. I am your host, Bronco Bill. All right, guys, if you're wondering why I'm wearing the Broncos Super Bowl championship 32 when they beat the Green Bay Packers down in San Diego, it's because this is a flashback Friday. Flashback Friday. What I mean by that is you will notice there are no topics on this side. And there's not going to be any topics on that side. Why? Because it's a flashback Friday. We're flashing back to the way things used to be. Why? Well, I kind of changed things up a little bit, but primarily today it's because Madungus Creevy is way under the weather. He's really sick. His family's sick. I'm recovering from a cold this past Sunday. So not that he and I were in contact. No, that's not the thing. It's just he's been under the weather, and it just in order for him to get that set up, it takes a lot of work, and he's just been resting. So, anyways, we are on a flashback Friday. So enjoy it. I'm flashing back to Super Bowl 32, the good old days when the Broncos went back to back, and that's what I'm sporting tonight. So, welcome to Flashback Friday. I'm going to go in many different directions. I have a shocking segment. Shocking to me. I mean, why somebody would reveal that, I don't know, but okay. And we also have some Justin Simmons news that I never saw that from him. I wouldn't think that of him. But we'll get into that. Anyway, hope each and every one of you out there that are watching, listening, going to participate in the chat. Thank you so much for chiming in, for being part of the show. Really do appreciate it. Hope all of you had a wonderful week. This is the last Friday prior to Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving to each and every one of you out there. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your family, your friends, your just be thankful for what we have living here in this great country of the United States of America. I know we have our problems and our issues. I'm not going down that road. Just everybody be thankful that we live in America. Be thankful for the freedoms and the that we do have in this country. All right. Happy Thanksgiving to each and every one of you out there. Thank you so much for for being part of the show. Jumping in to start us off, batting leadoff is all about Broncos 1855. He said, "Let's ride." I said, "Yeah, baby, let's ride. Forget about Russell Wilson. Let's ride with Bo Nix." I mean, I'm telling you, man, if you look below my name right here, and I probably spelled mania wrong, but it says Bo Nix. Is it Bo Mania yet? I'm believing it is. I'm starting to believe. I mean, Bo Nix is doing unbelievable things. Unbelievable things. And I'm going to get into a lot of that. But I'll tell you what, he's a real deal, guys. He is the real deal. I'm still trying to pinch myself and to believe that, okay, I can totally jump in with both feet and say, okay, we got our franchise quarterback. I'm still I don't know. I'm leery. Just leery because of the past problems of quarterbacks we've had. But boy, Bo Nix is looking great. Avatar, welcome into the chat, my friends. Avatar said Thanksgiving is also my mom's birthday. Whoa. All right. Happy birthday to Avatar's mom. All right. Way to go. Glad to have you celebrating your mom's birthday on Thanksgiving. That's fantastic. Clayton Haran batting third says, hey, guys. I say, hey, what's up? Clayton, man, says, smash that like button and share, guys. Please do so. It's the easiest way to show support. Really do appreciate it. Really do appreciate it. All right. Thanks, Avatar. Spelled mania correctly. All right. Congratulations to me, because that doesn't normally happen. That doesn't normally happen, so I appreciate it. No, I didn't look it up on Google. I just typed it. So it didn't come up saying it was wrong. So I figured, okay. All right. Let's get into the very first topic. And that topic is a recap of last week's Broncos beatdown of the Atlanta Falcons and the return of Justin Simmons, of which I have 2 more segments involving Justin Simmons and just things that people may not know. I got this from a very, very reliable source, so I know it's legit. Anyways, let's get to the recap. Final score was Denver 38, Atlanta 6. That's right, 6. No touchdowns, 2 field goals. Bo Nix was 4. He threw for 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and that was just only for 3 quarters. Why was he taken out after 3 quarters? Because they had a 38-6 lead. That's why. So they put in Jared Stidham. And it was mop up, and, Stidham didn't do anything. Nobody did anything. Went back and forth, kind of like ping pong. Nobody really did anything, just back and forth. But that's all well and good. It's all well and good. You don't want Bo Nix out there meaninglessly. The game was won. The Broncos had a total beatdown of the Falcons. Right now, the return of Justin Simmons didn't quite go the way he wanted to in a couple of different directions, in which I'll get into in just a moment. By the way, Bo Nix passer rating in that game against the Falcons, 145.0. Wow. A rookie quarterback rating of 145.0. The guy is phenomenal. I'm really in awe. I really am. And I know, guys, I said, here's why I'm in awe. I said at the beginning of the season, or when we drafted him, I'm not going to put all my eggs in one basket. I'm not going to jump in because I don't know. We've had Brock Osweiler. We've had Drew Lock. We've had Jay Cutler. We've had Tim Tebow. I love Tim Tebow, but we've had these ones that were supposed to be franchise quarterbacks, and they weren't. Why am I skeptical? Why am I being reserved? Because of that reason I just stated. Man, Bo Nix is opening my eyes big time. This kid's legit. This kid's legit. Like I said, I'm not ready to jump in with both feet quite yet, but I'm getting close. And I'm telling you what, man, this guy, if he keeps doing what he's doing, I'll get into a lot of this. This is going to be good stuff tonight. Excuse me, guys. Good. It's going to be good stuff tonight. All right. Before I get into the Justin Simmons, let me go to Clayton Huron real quick. Says, Bo is the real deal. Broncos country should be pumped, and I love his swag. Have to admit he has, man. Yeah, he does have a swag. He does. He's a confident dude, man. He really is a confident guy, and he gets it. But the thing I love about him, he's humble. He understands what he's doing. He knows what he's doing and where he's going and what he's accomplished. But he keeps it right here. He keeps it close to the heart. And what he says is, hey, I appreciate it. Those are all great things. I love the awards. But we got more work to do. We got more things to do. I love it. He's grounded. He's focused. He's grounded. He gets it. He's not one of these guys who goes, oh, yeah, man. I got this, man. Just put your feet up. Ow. Oh, I meant to put my foot. Oh, sorry. Hit my knee. Ow. I don't know if you guys heard that, but my knee just cracked the desk. Guess I won't be doing that anytime soon. Anyways, you get the point. But he's not that way. He's not that way, guys. He's very humble. He gets it. He's grounded. That's what I love. That's what I love about this kid. Is the ceiling. The ceiling is, I mean, the sky's the limit for this guy. It really is. Clayton adds to that and says, Bill, great way to top off a Friday night, my guy. Thank you so much, Clayton. Really do appreciate it. I really do. And like I've said many times, guys, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I don't take any of you being in the chat for granted. I don't. I don't take it for granted. I look for you guys. I look for the names. I look for the comments, but I don't take it for granted. You guys are busy people. You have your own families. You have your own life. It's a Friday night. Most people are out partying. I just thank each and every one of you each and every week. And that goes to everybody else that's out there watching that's not in the chat. That's quite all right. You don't have to be. Really do appreciate you watching, hitting the thumbs up and the subscribe button. It means a lot. Thanks, Clayton. Really do appreciate it. Let's see. Shrek the Ogre. My lucky stew will help the Broncos. Well, I sure hope so. I sure hope that whatever you can bring, man. Bring a witch's brew. Bring a lucky brew. Bring whatever you can bring, man. But if the Broncos, if they can use it, we can use it as fans and get a win. Let's beat these Raiders, man. I got that towards the end, too. So stay tuned, man. Stay tuned. Avatar says that beatdown of the Falcons had the no-fly zone in the house. Yeah, they did. Those guys were there. They were there for that. And I'll tell you what, that defense was solid. That defense was incredible. Nick Benito was amazing. PS2 shutdown. And did anybody really hear about Justin Simmons? Did anybody hear about Justin Simmons making this tackle or an interception or a fumble recovery? Crick, 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 crick. Those are crickets. No, we didn't hear a thing, guys. We didn't hear a thing. Why? Because he was neutralized. Broncos offense shut him down. Absolutely shut him down. Clayton Huron says Simmons got declared. Yeah, on that end zone play when we who was the running back? Oh, Estimate. Yeah, I think it was Estimate. Man, they kept pushing him in and pushing. No, it was great. It was fantastic, man. I love that game. Absolutely love that game. Let's see. Avatar says, here is the one thing that Bo Nix has that others didn't. Sean Payton. Well, that's true. That is very great point. When I mentioned Brock Osweiler, Drew Lock, Jay Cutler, Tim Tebow, yeah, you're right. They did not have Sean Payton. Absolutely great point, Avatar. Great point. Let's see. Probably not the Patrick Mahomes, but it says Bo Nix is a great quarterback. Looking forward to face him moving forward. I don't know what else the guy can do. I mean, award wise, obviously during the season he can't ever duplicate rookie years. Obviously, that's not gonna happen. But man, the sky's the limit for this guy. It really is. The sky's the limit. Tua Tagovailoa, probably not the same guy, but watching with my teammates right now. I'm glad you found your quarterback. Thank you so much. I'm glad we have two. Really do wish you all the best and your concussion recovery. So hope that goes well. All right. Let's get to Justin Simmons. Now, remember I said that the Broncos played the Falcons. Justin Simmons is on the Falcons. Listen to this. When the Atlanta Falcons came to Denver last Sunday, it was the return of Justin Simmons. There were some cheers as well as some boos. However, there may have been a lot more boos had the fans heard what Simmons said in the pre-game huddle. Here it is. Simmons said, and I quote, "You know, I won't have as many cheers coming back. So in front of their home crowd, F them," end quote. What? So in front of their home crowd, F them, end quote. Justin, really? You went down the F word road. Talking about the fans that loved you in Denver, and because you were let go and didn't want to be let go, but was let go, now you're holding a grudge? Yeah, I kind of understand it. But hold on a second, Justin. I'm going to read and I'm going to do the topic of why you were released. I've got inside information firsthand. But Dungus Creevy was at the Broncos Falcons game last Sunday. He called me and he said, "I have inside information. I'm not going to reveal the source, but I know it's 1000% legit. Here's what it is pertaining to Justin Simmons and Tim Patrick." And I went, "Oh, baby, bring it." So here's what that is. But before I get to that, back to the chat. All right. Avatar corrects me. It wasn't Estimate. It was Williams. Yeah, you're right, man. You're right. That was a heck of a push, man. Heck of a push. Let's see. Avatar says, "I don't believe he said that, Bill." You don't believe he said what? Am I missing him? What am I missing? You don't believe he said what? Yeah, enlighten me so I can correct that. You know? So, okay, let me jump in. Let me finish up with this Justin Simmons. Here's the main reason, coming from an insider source that was revealed to me from a Dungus Creevy, in regards to release or why Justin Simmons was released. Avatar says, going back to, I don't believe he said that about the fans. That's what I read. That's what I read, Avatar. He may have been directing it towards the Broncos organization, but the way it sounded to me when it said, "So in front of their home crowd," that's how it said. It says right here, "You know, I won't hear as many cheers from the fans. So in front of their home crowd, F them." Probably referring to the Broncos organization themselves, but nonetheless, it just rubbed me wrong because I just don't like that from Justin Simmons. I thought he was a much more. I thought he held himself to a higher esteem. I really did. I know that there's a lot of emotions or whatever. I get that. And when I give you one of the reasons or the main reason why the Broncos parted ways with Simmons and Tim Patrick, maybe that's why. Maybe it's a little irritating. But anyways, here we go. Here's the reason. When the Denver Broncos decided to let Justin Simmons go from the team, Broncos country was pretty angry. I was. Absolutely, I was. Okay, let me continue. Well, as it turns out, I have some inside knowledge as to what really happened. Simmons was never approached by the Broncos to talk about a restructured contract in any way. Also, Justin Simmons and Tim Patrick were not buying into the Sean Payton system and were very vocal about it in the locker room. Henceforth, both players are gone from the Denver Broncos. There you go. And now here's another thing. Justin Simmons was offered contracts from all 32 teams. Well, 31 teams, not Denver. All 31 teams, 31 other teams. And Justin Simmons didn't sign with any of those teams. Why? Because he was offered the veteran minimal salary. Atlanta was the only one that ponied up for more than the veteran minimal salary. That's why Justin Simmons went to Atlanta. Now, Tim Patrick, he went to Detroit. He's doing quite well, or Detroit's doing quite well, whatever. But the bottom line is that's the reason why both of them are not on the Broncos, primarily because they were not buying into the Sean Payton system. They didn't want to buy into it. So they're gone. Justin Simmons makes more sense now. Makes more sense. Oh, by the way, Modungus Creevy being at the game of the Broncos Falcons, he told me, I asked him straight up, did they do a tribute video for Justin Simmons? I mean, he was a longtime Bronco. He goes, nope. I said, huh? What? They didn't do a tribute video? I said, nope. I said, what the heck? He goes, I don't know. It was weird. Now I know why. The Broncos cut him, didn't offer him anything. He was a basic, do I say nuisance in the locker room? Do I say a rebel in the locker room? Whatever. He was not buying into Sean Payton's system. So, and he's going around telling everybody about it and being very vocal about it, trying to cause controversy. No, you got to get rid of that. You have to get rid of that controversy. And that's what they did. Tim Patrick was the same way. He maybe not have been vocal. I don't know. But he's gone. He was gone too. So that's the reason why firsthand via Benjamin, whatever it is. You guys don't know that. That's from Lucy's show a long time. Anyways, so that comes from a Douglas Creevy who got it from the source. Whoever that source is, got it from there. That's the main reason why Justin Simmons and Tim Patrick are not on the Broncos. Wow. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Avatar said Justin still lives in Colorado. Sweet, cool. I still like Justin Simmons. Don't get me wrong, I really do. I don't know. I don't like to see that side of people. I really don't, man. Let's see. Big E Broncos says, how's everybody doing tonight? Doing good, my friend. Doing good. Thank you so much for chiming in. Really do appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. And happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving for sure. All right. Let's try to get this next topic on it. All right. Now, Von Miller loves Denver. Von Miller loves the Denver Broncos. He still loves the Broncos. I know deep in my heart, I feel he never really wanted to leave the Broncos. So listen to this. This is what he has to say to Broncos country. When the Denver Broncos lost a heartbreaking game to the Kansas City Chiefs a couple of weeks ago, Broncos fans must have been delighted to see that the Buffalo Bills were able to give Kansas City their first loss. Well, Von Miller, former Bronco, had this to say, and I quote, Broncos country, I've got you, end quote. Miller played a role in the Bills' win. He had 2 tackles, 1 for a loss, 1 quarterback hit, and 1 sack for a 9-yard loss. He's no longer a Denver Bronco, but he still has love for Denver, and he is still beloved in Denver as well. Basically, what Von Miller was saying was, hey, I know you guys did your best to beat the Kansas City Chiefs, and I really wanted you to win, but you didn't. So guess what? I got you, Denver. I got you, Broncos country. I got your back. I'm part of why the Buffalo Bills gave the Kansas City Chiefs their first loss. That's what I see right there. Von Miller, I love that guy. I really do. I never wanted to see him leave Denver. I never did. I didn't want to see him go. Any more than I wanted to see Rod Smith go to Baltimore. But when Rod Smith went to Baltimore, won a championship. Von Miller went to the Rams, won a championship. I hope at some point in time he comes back to Denver, signs a one-day deal or something, retires a Denver Bronco, goes into the Hall of Fame as a Denver Bronco. Yeah, that's what I hope. That's what I hope. I love the guy. I really, really do. I really, really do like Von Miller. It's one of my favorite. That's why I got his jersey. I mean, you only get jerseys of players you like. I mean, you're not going to just go out there and buy the whole team's jersey. All right, I got Brian Habib. Well, for those of you who are old enough to know that Brian Habib played for the Broncos. That's what I said. Oh, Shannon Sharp. I meant Shannon Sharp, not Rod Smith. What am I saying? I know, Avatar. I meant Shannon Sharp. But thanks for correcting me. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. I'm getting over this cold, guys, okay? If you can hear my voice is already starting to fade. I got many topics to go. I'm going to push through and get this thing done. Thanks, guys, for bearing with me. Like I said, my mother-in-law had COVID or has COVID. She's on the downside of it now, the better coming out of it. My wife got vertigo today. She fainted from the dizzy, passed out, fell on the floor. I was at work. She came to. She calls me, "Can you come home?" I came home 2 hours early from work. I'm recovering from a cold. It's been crazy, man. Madungus Creevy is down with the flu. His wife's kids are sick. It's crazy. But I'm gonna push through. All right. Okay. Josh Reynolds. Now, we all know that Josh Reynolds was shot at about a month or so ago. He's recovering. He's doing well, that kind of thing. Listen to this. This is crazy, guys. This is crazy. Josh Reynolds is very fortunate to be alive. The shooting that wounded him was a coordinated, organized attack with 30 rounds fired into his SUV, a Denver prosecutor said in court the morning of November 18th. This is per Vic Lombardi's tweet. Wow. 30 rounds shot into the SUV, and he lives, and he was grazed, not hit point blank. Wow. An organized attack? What the heck? Why would you want to go after Josh Reynolds? What did he do? What has he done? I mean, I know they're at a strip club, which is not good. I know it was after midnight, 2 a.m. That's not good. Wow. Holy smokes, man. Talk about crazy. Seriously. Fortunate? Oh, way fortunate. No doubt about it. Fortunate? Divine intervention? Absolutely. Had to be. Wow. All right. Bo Nix. Like it says right here below, and I've referenced it earlier. It says, Bo Nix. Is it Bo Mania yet? Listen to some of these things he's accomplishing. Remember, he's a rookie. Albeit 24 years old, older than most rookies, still a rookie. Doesn't matter. Rookie just means your first year. All right? Listen to these things. For the 6th time in 11 games, Bo Nix has been nominated for Rookie of the Week. He received that award for last week's performance against the Atlanta Falcons. Over half of the Broncos games, Nix has received that award. That's insane. That's absolutely incredibly insane. Just awesome. Did CJ Stroud accomplish those feats? I don't recall. I don't remember. I'm not a Houston fan. I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, CJ Stroud was all world when he came in the league 2 years ago. Man, this guys, we've got this in our own lap, in our own city, in our own state, on our own football team. I'm excited, but I'm cautiously optimistic. I still am. I'm sorry, guys. I have to be. I have to be. I don't want to get crushed again. I don't want to get hurt again. I've been hurt too many times, man, being a Bronco fan. I don't want to feel it again. All right. Let me continue with Bo next. On the heels of getting the Rookie of the Week award, he also received NFL's FedEx Air Player of the Week. Has Bo Mania taken off or what? Has it? Sure seems like it to me. Sure seems like it to me. I mean, the Broncos are getting flexed in weeks left and right. I'll get into that towards the end of the show. But man, it's exciting. It's exciting. Now, am I going to say it is exciting to be a Broncos fan? No, I'm not going to say that. Why? Because you should always be excited to be a Broncos fan. Win, lose, or draw. Why? Because it's your team. There's only 17 games played. You should be a Broncos fan all the time. Win, lose, or draw. Yes, it's exciting when we win. It's more exciting. That's what I should say. It's more exciting when we win. Less exciting when we lose. But exciting to be a Broncos fan. Why? Because we're Broncos country. Okay, guys? Remember that. Don't say, well, I'm excited again. No, don't be excited again. Sorry, guys. Don't be excited again. Say, I'm more excited. Not excited again. That means you haven't been for a while. You should always be excited to be a Broncos fan, period. Or to me, you're not a legitimate Broncos fan because you can't switch it on and switch it off. It's not a light switch, guys. It's not a light switch. It's a dedication. It is a dedication. Just like marriage. People say, well, I fell out of love with my wife. Then you never were in love. In love is not an emotion. It is a dedication. It is a promise. It is a work in progress. It is not a feeling. It is a commitment. And that's how I am with the Denver Broncos. It's not a feeling. It's a commitment. I am committed to be a Broncos fan for life. And I have been and I always will be. Period. Win, lose, or draw. I've said it many times, guys. You cannot be a fan one week and not a fan the next week. If they win, you're a fan. If they lose, you're not. That's not a fan. Fan is short for fanatic. And a fanatic is crazed about something or something, someone or something, or a team. Period. You cannot be a fan halfway. It's all or nothing. Period. All right. Let me move on. I got a lot of these topics, guys. A lot of topics. All right. Here is a crazy stat comparison. This is really, this is strange. This is really strange. And I don't know. How do you explain it? I know it's coincidental. I get it. But it happened. So I don't know. Here it is. In 2020, these things happened. And so far, they have repeated themselves in 2024. These things are: Trump is president in 2020 and 2024. Olympics were played in 2020 and 2024. The Dodgers won the World Series in 2020 and they won it in 24. Dak Prescott is out for the season in 2020 and he's out for the season in 24. Steelers are in first place in the AFC North in 2020 and 2024. The Bills beat the Kansas City Chiefs in the regular season in 2020 and 2024 just last week. And the Chiefs won the Super Bowl in 2020 and they won the Super Bowl in 2024. Oh, hold on. People are, wait. 2024 is not over with. You're right. It's not. The season's not over with. The Super Bowl is played in February of the following year. So when the Chiefs won the Super Bowl in 2024, it was February of 2024. When they won the Super Bowl in 2020, it was February of 2020. So therefore, everything that I said, Trump is president, Olympics were played, Dodgers won the World Series, Dak Prescott out for the season, Steelers in first place in the AFC North, Bills beat the Chiefs in the regular season, and the Chiefs win the Super Bowl. All that took place in 2020. All that has taken place in 2024. How crazy. How freaking, if you would have gone to Vegas and bet on that, Vegas would have probably given you $1 million to 1 shot. Seriously, they probably would have given you $1 million to 1 shot. And yet it's happened. Back to back. 2020, 2024. Wow. That's great. When I came across that, I said, holy smokes, I got to bring that. That's crazy. That's crazy nuts. Crazy nuts. All right. Here is the ranking of all 32 NFL quarterbacks. Now, I'm not going to read all 32. Just going to focus on the first 5 and then the Broncos or the AFC West. All right, here we go. After week 11 of the NFL season, here are the rankings of all 32 quarterbacks. Bo Nix still hasn't cracked the top 15, but he is in the top 20. The top 5 quarterbacks ranked by ESPN as follows. Joe Burrow, 76.1. Lamar Jackson, 75.0. Kyler Murray, 74.9. Josh Allen, 72.7. And Jaden Daniels, 67.6. In the AFC West, Patrick Mahomes is ranked 7th at 67.0. Justin Herbert at number 16, 56.3. Bo Nix, number 20, 55.3. And Gardner Minshew, 27th, 39.1. That's a huge drop-off from Minshew. 39.1 to Bo Nix's 55.3. Wow. That's a huge drop-off. Huge drop-off. Oh, and by the way, the Broncos do play the Raiders and Gardner Minshew this Sunday at Vegas. I believe might be 1:25 Pacific time. It's either 1:05 or 1:25 Pacific time. Anyways, like they used to say back in the day, check your local listings for the schedule in your area. All right. John Elway, former Denver Bronco quarterback, former general manager of the Denver Broncos, has some desire to mentor Bo Nix. Whoa! What? John Elway wants to mentor Bo Nix? No. John. The game has passed you by. Okay, you were fantastic in your day, but you drafted horrible quarterbacks. You tried to find another prototype of yourself. You can't do that. Leave Bo Nix alone. Don't mess with him. Hey, Bo, don't listen to Elway. Okay? Now, Elway is a good guy. Don't get me wrong. I met him. I have a picture with him. In fact, it's right there. That's me and John Elway right there. Elway's in the white. I am in the Elway jersey right there. And met him at a celebrity golf championship. Anyways, so he's a good guy. Really nice guy. Okay? Just don't listen to him. Okay? Listen to your own coaches. Listen to Sean Payton. All right? Let me get into that topic. Here it is. Bo Nix is outperforming in a lot of ways with award after award and breaking Broncos records along the way. John Elway has taken notice and would like to offer his assistance to Nix if asked. Elway said, and I quote, Bo Nix is going to get a bunch of advice in his first year, and if I can help him in any way, I'd like to do so. And I look forward to meeting him soon. End quote. What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about? What kind of advice you going to give Bo Nix? Dude, he's broken every single one of your records as a rookie, basically. What advice are you going to give Bo Nix that is going to make him better? He's already beaten some of your rookie records. So Elway, I mean, I love you, man. I appreciate you. I really do. But what advice are you going to give Bo Nix to make him better? I mean, seriously. I know you ran some in your day. Bo Nix seems to have some really good legs. He's smart. You know, he's a pocket passer. I don't know what John Elway can advise, what he can give, and why. I mean, I know Elway. I know you missed the game, pretty much. I kind of get that. I know you're kind of glad to step away from it and have a different type of life and lifestyle and all that. I understand that. I commend that as well. All of a sudden now you want to be in Bo Nix's hip pocket as far as mentoring him. Whew. I don't know, man. I don't know, John. I don't know. I personally hope Bo Nix doesn't do it, but if he chooses to, that's fine. I mean, he can listen to him. I mean, John Elway's a Hall of Fame quarterback. Why not listen to him? Just take it with a grain of salt. Take it with a grain of salt, Bo. All right? Guys, listen to this. This is crazy. I can't call it the jackass of the week because it's not. It's really not. It's not anything wrong per se. I mean, it's not wrong. It's just would if somebody were to ask you this question, would you reveal a certain revelation to the entire country? I mean, would you do it? I mean, I talked about, the ding dong story. I revealed the ding dong story, so not sure. But I don't know. Let me just get into it. All right, here we go. Rashawn is in the chat, said, let's go. Yeah, man, let's go, man. Here we go. I'm going to bring this topic is Adam Schefter. And we all know Adam Schefter. Great sports breaking news, not commentator, breaking news journalist, I guess, for lack of a better word. Was a Denver Broncos insight information person to go to. Well-known, great guy. Anyways, let's get into this. This was I'm going to say eye opener. I don't know. Here we go. Last Wednesday, just 2 days ago, ESPN's show This Is Football, Adam Schefter was asked where the weirdest place he's broken a story, and his answer was, in other words, wherever he was, he could be at a restaurant, wherever, he could be in a bathroom, taking a shower, I don't know, jacuzzi, weirdest place, who knows? Who knows what to answer? It could be anywhere, anything, So they asked him where the weirdest place was that he's ever broken a breaking sports news information. I mean, like right now, right? Boom, text hits you. Boom, you got it. You got to get this out there because you want to bring the first topic, first news break of that particular hot off the press topic, right? Okay. So what do you think he said? Listen to this. Adam Schefter was asked where the weirdest place he's ever broken a story. And his answer was, and I quote, I can remember being in Denver, and how do I say this? I just spent time with this woman for the first time and got a text that Dale Carter was being suspended for 8 games for substance abuse. Dale Carter was a Denver Bronco, okay? And I'm still quoting. So I continued to lay there, confirm the report, and got the job done, Kevin, in every which way. End quote. Kevin Clark is the host of that show, which is called This Is Football on ESPN. So basically, Adam Schefter was saying, I was right in the middle of having an adult relationship with a female, and a text comes across of a breaking news of Dale Carter being suspended for 8 games of the Denver Broncos. And I got to get this out. So he just lays there, says, I'm trying to picture this in my head. Looks over here. Excuse me, honey. I know we're having a good time, but can you just like hold on for a second? I got to get this out of here. I got to text this. And then, okay, now I'm good. Wow. Talk about being devoted to your job. Okay, that's one thing. I get it. But would you admit that to the nation on ESPN when Kevin Clark is asking you a question? But then again, it's kind of like me with my ding dong story. That came out, and I'm like, okay, well, might as well just throw it out there. Well, my ding dong story and Adam Schefter ding dong story are completely different. Completely different. Wow. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'd have thrown that out there. I don't know if I'd have said that. I don't know, man. But yeah, that would have to be. Oh, by the way, his wife wasn't too thrilled about him revealing that, about him saying that. Why? Was it because that was before her? Nope. It was because it was her. That's what it is. She did not want to be part of that story, but it's out there. It's all over the internet. You can find it any which way you look, man. It's crazy. Adam Schefter says, hey, he asked me where the weirdest place was. That's where it was. Wow. Okie dokie, man. Okie dokie. Let's see. Going back to the chat says, Rashawn says, so excited for this, man. We've been needing this. Love our future is in our hand. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I agree, man. I agree. I still got reserved energy, just cautious optimism, just because I don't want to be hurt again, man. I just don't want to be hurt again. Hey, Ladre Grant, man, nice to see you in the chat. Thanks so much for popping in. Says, hey, man, how's it going? Just popping in. Nice to see you. Nice to have you in the chat. Thanks so much, man. Really, really do appreciate it. Love first timers. Really do appreciate you guys. Your support means a heck of a lot, man. Means an absolute the world to me. It really does. Rudy Tord, my brother-in-law from Vegas, says ding-a-ling bill. Yeah, well, ding-a-ling, ding-dong, whatever. It's all the same, man. It's all the same. That's a good question. Rashawn says, what game am I most scared of on the schedule? Most scared of? A trap game. And to me, a trap game would have to be, let me go to my schedule real quick. So a trap game to me would be so we got the Raiders this Sunday. That's not a trap game. Followed by the Browns. That's fine. Then our bye. And then we have the Colts. That, to me, is going to be a trap game. Why? Because the Chargers are on the radar right after that. And I have a Charger story. I'm not going to reveal it right now, but I will get into that. And that's why that Colts game could be a trap game. Because the Colts game's at home, but the Charger game is on the road. And like I said, I have a story on that, or a topic on that, so I'm not going to reveal it now. But that game, that's what scares me right now. It's the Colts game. because of the trap. And I'll get into more of why I think it's a trap game when I reveal about the Broncos Chargers game. So when I reveal that, then you'll know why I say it's a trap game. All right. Okay. Rashawn, you're right with me. Colts might be a trap game. Yep, you're right with me, and you'll see why when I bring it up here in just a few minutes. All right. Broncos are looking to move. They are looking. The Broncos. Yes. I'm sorry, guys. The Denver Broncos are looking to move. Just not out of Colorado, but they're looking to move out of Empower Field into a new stadium. Not sure where, not sure when, but I also have this from Madungus Creevy, who has insight knowledge and inside information from a source deep inside Broncos organization. So here that is. The Denver Broncos will be getting a new stadium at some point in the future. There is a very strong possibility it will have a retractable roof. Yes. Why? For two reasons. One, if you have a retractable roof, that means you can keep the elements out of the playing field and out of the fans, out of the stadium, which means the Broncos could get a Super Bowl at Mile High Stadium in the future. Also, if it's a nice day, you have the roof open. If it's an evening game and there's a lot of wind and snow and stuff, whoop, close it up. Make it nice. Why not? Why not? Use today's technology and things like that. Get it done. Get her done. And do it correctly. Here we go. The location hasn't been determined, but this is good news for a possible Super Bowl at Mile High. I agree. Absolutely. I love it. I don't care where they put it. Oh, well, to some degree, yeah. I mean, I don't want it in a slum. But, I mean, if they want to tear down Mile High where it is now and put it there, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Why not? It's right. It's west of Lodo. It's walking distance to, a good long walking distance to Ball Arena. I mean, why not? If you put it out between Lodo and DIA, so be it. That's fine. That's okay. Just make sure you got a rail system or something going out there, for the fans and whatnot. But hey, the Walton Penner ownership group is going to find the best place and the best location for fans and for media, for whatever. They're going to find the perfect spot. They're no dummies. They're not billionaires by accident. Okay, they're not. They didn't just wake up one morning and somebody dropped $1 billion in their lap and then they became a billionaire overnight. That doesn't how it works. Walton Penner ownership group is doing their due diligence, and they're going to continue to do their due diligence. It's going to be fantastic when it's done. I cannot wait. This is exciting, guys. This is absolutely exciting. All right, guys. I am down to the last two topics of the show. Before I get into the last two topics, let's get back to the chat. Let's see. Flying Dragons is in the chat. It says, of course, Charger Bill has a Charger story. It's a Chargers Broncos story, man. It's Flying Dragons. You guys crack me up, man. You guys really do crack me up. I appreciate the love. I really do. I appreciate the backstabbing, so to speak. It's all good, man. I love it. Just love you guys being in the chat. Love you guys supporting. Love you guys, period, man. Just being part of the show. Really do appreciate it. Rashawn says, how about what playoff team are you not wanting to play? Only team we don't stand a chance against, I would say, is the Ravens. We have a chance against the Ravens. We do. Now, we just got to figure out how to stop Lamar Jackson. And if we can figure that out, then we can figure out how to beat the Ravens. But I think you got a good point there, though, Rashawn. I think you got a really good point. Ravens will be the tough team. and going back to what you said, how about what playoff team I don't want to play? It would have to be the Ravens. I don't want to play the Ravens. I'm not scared of the Ravens. I just don't think we can beat them because of Lamar Jackson. I mean, the guy is elusive. You just can't. He's kind of like Patrick Mahomes. You think you got him, and then there he goes. You know, it's not like any other quarterback. They're really not. They're really not like any other quarterback. That's the quarterback I don't want to play against. That's the team I don't want to see in the playoffs, and I don't want to play in the playoffs. Everybody else, Bengals, Chiefs, Chargers, not Bengals, Steelers, Texans. I'm all good with that. I'm all good with that. Not the Ravens. Just not the Ravens. LeDre Grant says, you think Bo will win Rookie of the Year? Be honest with you, LeDre, I hope so. I just don't think so. And here's why I don't think so. He's 24 years old. They're going to say, well, he had more experience in college, which made him more NFL ready, which is true. I think they're really looking at somebody else. I hate to say it. I don't want it to be anybody else. I want to be Bo Nix, but I don't know, man. I hope so. I hope his numbers prove out to warrant Rookie of the Year. I think it'll be a fantastic honor. But either way, whether he gets it or he doesn't, he's a fantastic quarterback. And I'll tell you what, I'd rather him win Super Bowls than Rookie of the Year. Absolutely, no doubt about it. Let's see. Rashawn said lots of people don't want to move. I don't mind the idea at all. You're talking about Broncos new stadium. Is that what you're talking about? I like where the stadium is now. I really do. When you go into Denver, you come from the south, as we did on the 40 through New Mexico and up to I-25, and you go right past Mile High Stadium. Is so amazing to see, just right there, man, just right next to the freeway. It's so freaking cool. I love it, man. I love it. LeDre Grant says, I like an open stadium. Football's supposed to be exposed to the elements. That's just me. I agree with that, but they want to get a Super Bowl played in Denver. And the only way they're going to get a Super Bowl played in Denver is if they have a retractable roof or a dome. It's the only way they're going to get it. And I do like the fact that they can have a retractable roof because, like I said, LeDre, and I agree with you. If you want the elements of the game, open the roof. Now you've got an open stadium. Okay? I mean, it's that simple. Just open it up. And now you got it. Now you got the elements. So I have no problem with that. I really don't. I think it's a fantastic idea. I hope they do it. I hope it happens in the next 10 years. I mean, I'm 66. I want to be able to see it. Hopefully within the next 10 years, I think it'll be fantastic. Flying Dragon says, I see Broncos Steelers as a first-round playoff matchup. Let's go sack Russ. Wow. That would be so cool, dude. That would be so cool. Of course, it'd be in Pittsburgh, unless they're the wild card. And then if Denver's a higher wild card seed, then that would be fantastic. Then the Broncos game will be in Denver, and that would even be better. So I love it. I love it. Love how you think, Flying Dragon. Rashawn said, went to the Falcons game last Sunday. Energy was totally different. Been to every home game for the last 12 years, man. Was getting so tired of people booing our own team. Complete shift of energy. Love it. Love it. Thank you so much, Rashawn, for saying that. That's fantastic, man. Fantastic. Fantastic that it just angers me that the Bronco country doesn't support when the Broncos are losing. That's when they need your support the most. That's when they need your help. That's when they need your energy. That's when they need your passion. They don't need you just sitting on your hands and not saying anything, not clapping, not cheering, nothing. That's not going to benefit them. You have to support, period. Just like I've said many times, that's how I feel about my grandkids and my own son. I support them. Even though I didn't like what they were doing, don't agree with what they're doing, I have to support them. I tell them, hey, I don't like what you're doing. I don't like what you're doing, but I'm here for you. I love you. I care about you. I want the best for you. That's how I feel about the Broncos. I'm here for you. I'm supporting you. I got your back. I'm watching the game. I'm cheering you on. I'm there. I'm there. I'm not there at the stadium because I live in California, but I'm there in spirit. I'm supporting you constantly. Constantly. I got your back. I'm there for you. Not turning my back on you. I can't and I won't. You're my team. That's bottom line. All right. Here it is. Broncos Chargers have been flexed. Here it is. There is an NFL collective bargaining agreement that says no NFL team will be forced to play 2 Thursday night road games. However, Denver has embraced the NFL's decision to flex the Broncos Chargers Sunday, December 22nd afternoon game to Thursday, December 19th at SoFi Stadium. Wow. Here we go. The Broncos had to agree to it, and they welcomed it with open arms, said Sean Payton. It's the first game ever flexed to a Thursday night from a Sunday scheduled game. Wow. The Broncos continue to set records with Bo Nix. Bo Nix wasn't directly, wait a minute. Bo Nix was directly responsible for this. Bo Nix is directly responsible for this. Why? Because the NFL is seeing Bo Nix records going, just accolades going crazy. And they're like, we got to put this guy in prime time. The fans are screaming for Bo Nix in prime time. The matchup of the AFC West with the Broncos and Chargers is screaming for it to be in prime time. Not Sunday afternoon. The original game was going to be the Cleveland Browns and Cincinnati Bengals on Thursday night. That ain't happening. That ain't happening at all. It's the Broncos and the Chargers at SoFi Thursday night. Prime time, December 19th. But there is a glitch, possible glitch, when it comes to the Bronco fans. Here it is. Broncos fans travel well and usually draw about 20,000 people to the Broncos Chargers away game. Perhaps that's why the NFL announced the flex 4 weeks earlier instead of the normal 12 days notice. Hopefully, Broncos fans have enough time to change travel plans and still make it a Broncos home game. I agree. Broncos fans need to show up at this game. I was at the Carson when the Broncos and the Chargers played in 2019. And I was there with my sister and brother-in-law. And I'm telling you, man, it's a 23,000 seat stadium that they played in at the time while SoFi was being finished. And I dare say there had to be at least 10 to 12,000 Broncos fans there. Easily half of the stadium was Broncos fans. We need Broncos fans to show up December 19th. I hope that every single one of those fans that have tickets and airfare, hotel, and all that for the 20 to 22nd, I hope they can change that. I hope they can get out there. I hope they can go to the game because we need Broncos country to show up at SoFi Stadium and cheer on the Broncos on that Thursday night game. We have to. But the Broncos and the Chargers have been flexed from December 22nd, 1:05 kickoff to December 19th, Thursday night, prime time, 3 days earlier. Why? Because Bo Nix is going crazy and the NFL is taking notice. The Denver Broncos are not flying under the radar anymore, guys. Not flying under the radar anymore. Not with Bo Nix doing what Bo Nix is doing. And not with the NFL taking notice and flexing out a Sunday afternoon game to a 3 day earlier Thursday night game, which has never happened before. It has now. and the Denver Broncos and Bo Nix is the absolute main and sole reason why that game is flexed into Thursday night. Congratulations, Nix. You're making a name for yourself. That's for dang sure. Absolutely making a name for yourself. Holy smokes. Crazy. Flying Dragon says, I love seeing Bo Nix build his confidence with his rookie receivers. Absolutely. And not only rookie receiver, but how about Cortland Sutton making those great catches last week, man? Just an unbelievable catches. And Bo Nix is, I'm at lots of words at times, guys, talking about him, because I have a lot of this, like I said, reserved confidence. But man, he's doing things that are just amazing as a rookie. Rashawn says, I usually go to one out-of-state game a year. Broncos country does travel super good. I sure hope they do. Sure hope they do, because man, I'll tell you what, I want to see a home game. I want to see a home game at SoFi. I want to see a Broncos home game at SoFi. I really do. And I've been to many Bronco games in San Diego when the Chargers were at Qualcomm and they played there. I went to many games. It was constantly a Broncos home game. Like I said, when I went to the Carson game, the game at Carson, I should say, that was a Broncos home game. It was fantastic, man. It was fantastic. D-Rock, what is up, my friend? D-Rock is in the chat, in the house, says Big Bill. I said, what's up, Big D-Rock? What's happening? Glad to see you, man. For those of you who didn't see or hear the very beginning of the show, we are in a flashback Friday. That's why I'm wearing a Broncos Super Bowl 32 hat. There are no topics on the side, but Dungus Creevy is under the weather. He barely got the show lined up, and he's not feeling too well. His whole family's sick. I'm recovering from a cold. You could hear it in my voice. But it's all good, man. It's all good. Thanks so much, D-Rock, for being here. Really do appreciate it. And says, sorry, D-Rock says, sorry I'm late, but I'm here. It's all good, man. Like I said, all you have to do when the show is completely concluded, go back either on MHRT Network or Broncos Breakdown. Look for this symbol right here. Look for that symbol and click on that. You'll be able to watch the show complete in its entirety. The only difference is I won't be able to comment on anything that you may post because I won't be seeing it because it had been recorded. But anyways, thank you so much, D-Rock, and everybody for being in the chat on the show. Really do appreciate it. Let's get into the very last topic, and that is the Denver Broncos at the Vegas Raiders. This Sunday, Broncos have a chance to sweep the Raiders. Can they do it? They haven't done it in over 10 years, so I don't know. But let me get to that topic right now. The Denver Broncos are 6-5, and the Vegas Raiders are 2-8. 2-8. Looking at this at face value, most people would say Vegas has no chance to beat the Broncos. And I would agree. 6-5, 2-8, Raiders ain't got a chance. BS. And, well, any given Sunday, anything can happen. Do I think the Broncos and the Raiders will be a close game? Yeah, I do. I think it'll be close. Up to a point. Up to a point. And then I think the Broncos are going to pull away. The game is in Vegas. It's going to be a hostile crowd because, I mean, Bronco fans show up, sure, but it's Vegas. It's a party atmosphere. It's Sin City. It's going to be crazy. Do the Broncos have a chance to win this game? Absolutely. Do I think and feel and believe that they're going to win this game? Absolutely. Absolutely, I do. I think the Broncos sweep the Raiders for the first time in over 10 years. I really believe the Broncos will sweep the Raiders. They won earlier in the year. Excuse me. And I think they're going to take it this week. Like I mentioned earlier, Gardner Minshew way down the list on quarterback rankings. Bo Nix has got him by 20 some odd points. The the Raiders don't have. I mean, they got Max Crosby. Sure, he's going to be a force. But they got Gardner Minshew. We have Bo Nix. We have Cortland Sutton. We have Mims. We have Vele. We have Estime. We've got these different weapons. We do. Raiders have weapons. I'm not saying they don't. They do. But I just think the Broncos are going to have a little bit more. They're going to be a little bit more focused, a little bit more pumped up. I don't see the Broncos losing this game. I really don't. And I haven't felt this strong towards a Broncos dominant win, but I really feel with all the controversy in Vegas when they fired their offensive coordinator and they're just a mess. The Raiders are just a mess. At 2-8, they ain't nothing but a mess at 2-8. So I don't see the Broncos losing this game. Before I give you my score, let me go back to the chat and see what people in the chat might have to think about final score Broncos Raiders before we wrap up this show. All right, Flying Dragon says SoFi would be the perfect model for a new Broncos stadium. Yeah, SoFi. I haven't been there, but I've seen it on TV. My nephew Bobby's been there. He said it's absolutely amazing stadium. They literally built the stadium below ground level. They had to because the flight in the LAX goes right over SoFi. And if it was any higher, the planes couldn't get down low enough to land and they couldn't see the runway. So they had to build it. He said it's an absolutely genius engineering development. I mean, not development, engineering, I guess development, but it's absolutely amazing. You walk in on ground level and you go down to the field. That's crazy. That is crazy, man. That's unbelievable. Just an absolute marvel in engineering. Rashawn says, got a huge $500 bet Bo Nix over 200 and Broncos Broncos ML. What's ML? I knew that last time. Broncos ML. What? Oh, come on. I know what it is. Money line. Broncos money line. Okay, got it. Whew. Okay, $500 bet. Bo Nix over 200 and Broncos money line. Wow. All right. I hope you win it, man. I hope you win it, dude. Really do. LeGray Grant said Broncos 40, Raiders 10. Wow, that's a huge gap. That's a huge gap. I don't have it quite that big, but man, all right. I like the way you think. Rashawn says Broncos 30, Raiders 13. That's a little bit closer than what I have. That's a good. Hey, I'll take either one. I'll take 40-10 or 30-13. Either one. I'm all for either one, man. It's all good. All good, man. Absolutely. All right. Here is my prediction, my final score for Broncos Raiders this Sunday at Vegas. Denver 34, Vegas 20. Denver Broncos 34, Las Vegas Raiders 20. That's my prediction for this coming week. That will put the Denver Broncos at 7-5, and it will drop the Raiders to 2-9. How does that sound, guys? That sounds fantastic to me. 2-9, 7-5. Love it. Absolutely. You guys, thank you so much once again for being in the chat. That's about ready to wrap it up. Let's see. Rudy Torres from Vegas said, no mercy. William, they will kick Vegas's ass. That's what he said. That's what he said. That wasn't me. That's what he said. I'm just saying. Ass. Anyways, all right. You guys, thank you so very much. Before I get out of here, let me wrap it up by doing like I always do. That's it, guys. That's all I have. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you have not, please do so. It takes a microsecond. Just click on subscribe button. It does wonders. Do it for MHRT. Go to my symbol right here, Broncos Breakdown on YouTube. Hit the thumbs up, the subscribe button as well. Really do appreciate it. You guys are the absolute best. Before I get out of here, I want to go down the list and acknowledge each and every person that was in the chat. If you can take the time to be in the chat, to post your comments, to watch the show, and be a part of the interaction, I can do my part to acknowledge you one last time before we close out the show. All right, All About Broncos kicked it off, followed by Avatar, Clayton Huron. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. Shrek the Ogre was in. I really do appreciate it. Patrick Mahomes, Tua Tagovailoa, Dan Campbell, Russell Wilson. Really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Drew Lock, Big E Bronco, Rashawn, Flying Dragon. Thank you so much. Ladre Grant. Really do appreciate it. You guys are the best. Each and every one of you. Rudy Torres, my brother-in-law from Vegas. D-Rock. Really do appreciate it. Flying Dragon. Thank you so much. You guys absolutely are the backbone to the show. Without you, it would not be anywhere close to as good as it is. You guys are the best. Rashawn says, thanks for the convo, Bill. Have a great night, buddy. Thank you so much. You do the same. Happy Thanksgiving. One more time, guys. Happy Thanksgiving to each and every one of you out there. May you have a joyous, blessed Thanksgiving. Please give thanks for your many blessings that God has bestowed upon this country and each and every one of us. Guys, it's one day a year, but it should be every day. We are very thankful for what we have in this country. Thanks again, guys. Have a wonderful, fantastic Thanksgiving. And we will see you next Friday. LeGray Grant on his way out says, have a good night, bro. Thank you so much. You do the same. Really do appreciate it. Guys, we have shows each and every day of the week. Not sure about next Thursday being Thanksgiving. I'm not sure about any shows that day, but I will have my show the following day, Friday. Next Friday, I will be back. Broncos Breakdown, 5, 6, 7, and 8, wherever you may be. Check your local listings for your time in your area. I will be live. Guys, once again, have a very fantastic rest of your weekend. Enjoy next week's Thanksgiving. Enjoy your time off, family, friends, and thanks for the many blessings we bestow and partake of in this great country. Till next Friday, guys, we will talk to you then. Have a fantastic evening. Take care. Bye-bye.
Fast lane when I pass in the street, bag of money in the passenger seat. Simcoe's been asking for me on the road from the west to the east. Way up, I might never come down, cause the coast racking up the flame out. So high, I might never come down, so what, this is my lifestyle. Wait a minute, work hard for the car, so that's why it's